Hey guys, so today I'm making a video that was actually requested, kind of, from someone in the comments on one of my other videos about my GCSE work, and they were asking if I could show them what materials I use. But I kind of use all materials. I use everything. I do mixed media basically on everything. And I am just going to show you all of my art supplies, and then you can choose which one you want me to talk about, like which ones you want me to show you how I use, or whatever you desire. I'll just give it to you. So I have a whole range of like watercolors. So I have watercolors in tubes, I have watercolors in the palette like you saw, and now I have a Winsor & Newton one that I bought, which is fairly new, but I got a bit too excited and I used it a lot, or like in one go. These are acrylics, and I have acrylics from everywhere, really cheap ones, and just because I like to use them a lot, like in high quality, so there's no point of me spending so much money on a more expensive acrylics or a more expensive paint when I don't think it does that much difference. I just use these and that's it, you know. And then I have like a tube of white, and an extra tube of white because that's the color I use the most. I have this thing, this liquid for oil paints, which I think it should make the paint easier to work with. I mean, that's what I use it for, but I actually don't know if there's a different purpose for it. I just know I used it for that purpose. You can tell me in the comments if you know what the actual purpose is, if that's not the right one. These are my oil paints. I don't use them as much, but then again I got new oil paints on Christmas, so, and I still haven't had the chance to use it because I'm too busy doing my work in school. These are glass paints, which I used in one of my recent paintings in school because now we're doing A-levels. So in the beginning they made us do art, and now we got the chance to specify, so now I'm doing textiles again, and that was printing ink, so you can use it for lino print, monoprint, whatever kind of prints you want. I can show that as well in a video if you wish. These are just really cheap paints that I use to like cover large surfaces or do smaller things with or whatever. Just they're not very important. And then you have these golden ones, which I might use for like details, and I use it a lot. I used it a lot in my GCSE final piece book. Like all of my GCSE exam book is full of gold, and these are all dyes, so I can use this to dye fabric, but I also use it as like a watercolor. So I mix it with water, and then it makes actually really nice solvent to work with when I paint. So I have these pencils, I have these markers. These I also don't use that often, like I might use them for some special effect, but you know. And then I have these pencils which are not as good, so when I shade really lightly, instead of having to do that with a good pencil, I use these ones because they're already light in themselves. And then these are very specific. I just got them once when I wanted to do a specific drawing, so that's why they're all like blue, green and yellow. Some are watercolor, the other one is just really nice to draw with. Then I have these markers which are also green and blue. I just tend to buy everything green and blue, I don't know why. And these are also for details, these pens. And I have a Copic marker which I got once because I wanted to do some skin tones. And then I have this, which is used to cut lino with. I can show that in a video. And then the roller to roll the ink on the table from the monoprinting inks. And just all these brushes that I use, larger brushes for larger surfaces, and then sponges to add effects, fan brushes, watercolor brushes. You know, I just use all the brushes, and I destroy them. I need to find a way to work with them and not mess them up. and that's it. These are all my things, so leave in comments what you want to see. Bye!